Hi, hello my YouTube subscribers and viewers. Thanks for tuning in my channel again today. I got a lot of requests after my video that I last posted about my unboxing and quick review of my Chanel boy bag. So after that video, I got so many requests asking me to do a comparison between my jumbo and a boy, or my reissue bag and a boy bag. So I thought, since I have all three of them, why not just do one for you if that's really the information that you're looking for. So let's get started. I guess I will start with the size comparison first. So the boy bag, the one that I have is the medium, which is, I don't know if Chanel has another official name for this size, but what I know about this bag is it's called a medium size, and it is the third smallest size of this bag. They have the mini, which is like a tiny little square, and they have the small, which is like a more square shape, and this medium size, which is what I have, this rectangular one. I guess this is the most popular size for the boy bag as well. So this is my boy bag in the medium size, and also I have the reissue in the 226 size. I believe it's the size in between. They have the large, the medium, and the small, and the one that I have is something in between. So I have the 226, and last I have the classic flap in the jumbo size. So the jumbo is, I think for the classic flap, they have the square shaped mini bag and the rectangular shaped mini, and a medium large, and this jumbo, and they have a maxi. So this is the size in between as well. So I will hold them side by side for you to compare the size. Between the boy and the reissue. The reissue is slightly taller than the boy bag, but it's a very thin bag, see from the side. And the boy is actually a very thick and bulky bag. Well, not too bulky, but compared with the reissue, it's slightly more bulky and boxy. And also, the reissue is just a tiny bit wider. I don't know if you can see clearly. A little bit wider than the boy bag. So that's these two. And now I will compare these two for you. So that's the size difference between these two. The jumbo is a lot thicker, but not as thick as the boy bag. It's longer and taller, also wider than the reissue. So their size, from the biggest to the smallest, will be the jumbo, the reissue, and the boy bag. That's how they look like all together. I know it's hard, but I hope it helps. Yep. And then let's talk about the leather. The leather version that I have for jumbo classic flap is the caviar leather, which is this textured, pretty rough leather. I think it's cow skin, but it's textured, so it's pretty durable. That's why a lot of people prefer this one to the original lamb skin. So I think you're all familiar with it. It's very pebbled and has textures on top of it. And the inside, mine is the double flap, so it has the burgundy inside. And I think on the jumbo, the caviar version, the burgundy inside is a little bit sturdier than the inside, which is also burgundy on the reissue, which I will show you just a little bit. Double flap, and it has two little pockets inside, plus one lipstick space. and then it has a front pocket. It actually holds a lot of things. It holds so much more than what you think it holds. And next up, for the reissue, the skin is just I don't know, it's like this wrinkled, very delicate lamb skin, but I would say compared to the smooth lamb skin version, it is a little bit more durable. Although it looks very delicate, but it's more durable than what I thought it to be. So I like that about it. And the inside structure is exactly the same as the classic flap jumbo. One lipstick space, two inside pockets, one front pocket, and double flap. I forgot to mention they both have this little zipper on the outside flap of the bag. Although it doesn't hold much, but it's a classic design, so Chanel always keeps this design for the classic bags. I heard from other YouTube gurus that Coco Chanel used to put her secret love letters in these little space, so that's neat. And as I mentioned before, this skin, I don't know if it's because I've used this bag more than the jumbo, but this part, the burgundy skin, burgundy leather, is a little bit more softer than the one on the jumbo. So I'm not 100% sure about whether they're really like made to be different, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And the boy bag, the leather is the smooth lamb skin, which I am so afraid to use it. I've bought it for almost 2 months, but I'm so afraid to use it, so it's still in its dust bag and never being used. And the inside is a lot easier, a lot simpler. The organization is just one big pocket and one side pocket, and plus the major difference between the boy bag and these two classic bags is the inside is made of fabric. So instead of all leather, this one I would say, I mean, it costs just maybe I would say 15% to 20% cheaper than these two bags, but I would much prefer if the inside is made of all leather too, because that will make the bag looks much more well made and high quality and luxurious. I don't know, yeah, that's the only part I do not like that much about this bag. But other than that, it's a very cute bag, and it doesn't have any flaps or zippers or anything. It's a much more modern design, so just get in, get out, one big pocket. Okay, next up, let's compare the hardware. I have the silver hardware version for both the classic flap jumbo and the reissue 226. So the hardware on the handles are already very different, and this one is this original hardware, so it's made of all metal, and it's like this sorry, almost fell on my bed. This is like this tarnished silver hardware, and it's like different strings of metal rings attached together to form this long chain, and the sound is really not that much. Sorry, I'm a freak. I like to listen to the sound of the hardware that make. So when you're like pulling the chains around, it's like pretty smooth because it's a thin chain and it's made of all metal. And also this part has four holes to connect the chains and enable them to move around to kind of adjust the length of the chain. And for the jumbo, this is very different. It's a mixture of leather, the caviar leather, and the hardware. And I would say the hardware is a lot more shinier. So it's it's a newer design made by Karl Lagerfeld after he joined Chanel. I mean, many years ago, maybe in the 60s, I believe, he made this design. And see the sound, it's much more noisier. And also, although this part is designed the same, but when you pull the chains, it kind of makes a big noise, which I don't really like. And it's very hard to adjust the length of the chain. It's like always stuck there, and you have to like pull really hard, which I am always afraid to harm the leather and damage the bag, which costs so much. And currently I'm using this Louis Vuitton like lock thing to chain them all up, so on the outside the chain is much shorter. I just like the bag to be carried this way. I think it looks much more chic and classic. Let me show you. So before I did it, the chain was like all the way to here, so when I carry it, the bag would fall to my waist or my like almost my hip, which is not very beautiful to my opinion. So after I shorten the chains, I can either carry the bag like this. It's like a handheld bag, nothing like too long, like hanging there, or I can just carry it like this. I think it's a much better length for my height, which is 5 feet 7, 173 centimeters. I think it's a much better length and proportion for me. So I highly recommend doing this if you haven't already tried. And for this, I already talked about it in my last video. I got a whole hardware for this boy bag. So it's not like a brand new shiny gold. They have this tarnished effect too, so I like that about this bag. It just complements the skin so well, especially this red color. And the chain is a lot bigger, and it's just, you know, one chain, one big thick chain. So it's nothing like the REISSUE. It has like 3 or 4 strings attached together to each other. This one is just simply one big thick chain. So very different. And this bag does not have the 4 holes that connects the chains together. Instead, it just has 2 rings on the side, on each side. So you can pull this part longer or have it shortened to carry it double chain. It's up to you. Yep. Okay. Last but not least, I will show you how much each bag fits. So here's a notebook. I'll start with the jumbo. I can fit a notebook, an iPad mini, an Amazon Kindle, my card holder, my small wallet, driver's license, my cell phone maybe in this pocket, and my other cell phone, and my perfume. Yep, that's about it. Well, I can close it, but from my previous experience of using this bag, if I better organize the inside, I can certainly close this bag with all these things inside and still carry it. So it pretty much holds everything that you need on a daily basis. Unless you have this huge makeup bag, don't even think about it. Okay, next up, let's try the REISSUE. The iPad mini and the notebook nicely comfortably fits in there. And let's try the Kindle. Yep, it fits. And my wallet, it fits in there, but just a little bit tight, so I'm just gonna put it sideways. My cell phone, maybe I can put myself in the back. Driver's license and card holder. Just a little bit crowded. let's try if I can close the bag. Okay, now I have everything in there. Let's see. Yay! I just managed to close it. So not too bad. Except for that, it kind of gets a little bulky, but not in a too bad way, so I can still accept it. But it's kind of like losing its very classic shape, because it's supposed to be like, you know, narrow upwards and then wider downwards. But oh well, if you want to buy this bag and use it for work or school, I mean, it's still an option. It's not like any of those bags which you cannot fit anything in it. And last but not least, let's try putting the same things in this boy bag. First, my notebook. See, it's already sticking out because it's not tall enough. Let's see if I can close it. Nuh-uh. So let me take this out and try to put my Kindle in it, which is shorter. My wallet, I'm guessing will fit because it's pretty thick. Okay, now I have my wallet, small wallet, my card holder, my Kindle, and let's try putting my cell phone, my iPhone 5S, stuck in sideways. Okay, so let's see if it still closes. Yep, mission complete. It perfectly closes. So I will say the thickness and the bulkiness of this bag actually made up for the lack of the height and the width of the bag, if you know what I'm talking about. So it can still fit a lot of things in there. I mean, even at least more than what you imagine it can fit. And last, I will model all these 3 bags for you one by one. First up, my beloved boy bag. I'm 5'7", 173 centimeters. Next up, my REISSUE. I just love this bag. And a more casual way of wearing it. And last, my classic 5 in a jumbo size. Yeah, I hope that was a helpful video for you. Those of you who out there who's trying to decide between any of these bags. I know they're all classics from Chanel, so you can go wrong with either of them. But you know, you gotta have a preference for your first Chanel bag. So good luck with that. And if I missed anything, just let me know. I will be able to provide my answers and information from the below box if you know, if you just leave me a comment or question below. Yeah, I think that's about today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.